person to go with their seeing that AG Chris Carr and that GBI is pretending not to investigate. But they want to over here try to designate somebody unstable. I'm very consciously clear and alert. I know exactly what the hell is going on. They did this all of 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, and now we are in 2000, closing out the end of 2023, and they are still at it. Notice how they coordinate the pellets with the airplane and the helicopter. They've been doing this for years. They did this all of 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, and now we are in 2023. Maybe the last. You track all the action with the pellet. And the people that's helping them is over in the Lowe's parking lot. They got them outside shooting pellets at my home. That's who be supplying them, Lowe's. They go over there, they pick up 3 pellets, and they shoot at my home. Now, Lowe's has a civil rights discrimination case. They have several. They always have discrimination cases. They just is racist. That's what my ex-cousin said he worked at. He said he worked there with Toya Sheema Adams. Her mom worked for the DeKalb County Court, and now she works for TSA, and the other aunt works for the FDA.
You can clearly hear the pellets hitting the glass window. They do this nonstop, 24/7. They shoot up this part of my home if I'm sitting here. If I go upstairs to my bedroom, they shoot up the whole siding and the windows. You can see the pellet droppings all outside the back of the window. The HOA knows they're doing this. And then when I report that, the HOA will send someone over to clean up the pellet. And then they go right back to it. They were shooting it up so bad that they was chipping off the paints, and the HOA sent their vendor over here to paint the area over. And they started right back at this again. They're coordinating all of this with the FBI and the United States government, who's supposed to be against corruption and whatever Donald Trump and his criminal attorneys have been doing, but apparently it seems to me like they've been aiding and abetting them this whole time. I told you guys not to believe in Brian Garland. I told you guys that. Something was very odd about him. See? Notice as soon as I talk about Brian Garland, they start shooting more pellets. Because they have my whole home mic'd up with surveillance cameras that Steve LaJoy, the prior owner, allowed them to place in my home when I was in the process of purchasing it. I was going through the closing process. I took a month after I put in the offer to collect another paycheck to help me with the down payment so I can put, the 20% down. And so I saved up $100,000 and put down as the for escrow for this home to purchase it. I was the recording because I'm recording this so I can send to Congress. So it's playing back over what I just said earlier. I've been sending Congress this evidence for years. So they know this is going on. Everybody is clearly aware this is going on. They know the Justice Department is doing this. They know the FBI is doing this. They know the congressman in Colorado, who's now the mayor of Colorado, who Jason Crow replaced. They know his intern was involved in this. And now we find out that, what's her name? Carrie Miller Chelko, the current legal counsel for them, she also worked for Congress or was a page intern, it said, or she was doing something with the Congress as a page. And that's the same thing I know that Matt Gaetz be getting the people from that he be raping from the page pool. So she's probably came from the page pool. So whatever time period she worked as a page pool, she knows all those Congress people. So they're using all these connections to tell them to ignore Jackson National terrorizing with the FBI and the United States government. And I already told you about the connections between Merrick Garland, my current attorney, and Heather Carson Perkins on the Timothy McVeigh case, and why Donald Trump wanted his Colorado ballot case to be heard in Colorado federal court. And I'm pretty sure it was going to be hypothetically assigned to, or be assigned, not hypothetically, but be assigned to Shane Cato Cruz, who both of the senators just put in recent blue slips for him to become a federal judge. They've already been paying this guy off. This guy's been already been corrupt and crooked. Seth Rollins already paid him. He hasn't filed his financial disclosures in 2 to 4 years, just like Chief Judge Brimmer. These are the same individuals that are deciding on my case, but can't even follow basic law to follow their financial disclosures. But they're sitting here ruling on civil rights cases and talking about what happened to me was a joke, and then also not opening up discovery so I can see the fraud in the criminal actions that Shane Cato Cruz's colleague Susan Sperger engaged in. There's another pellet, told you. You can still hear the pellet.